Hey everyone, it's Ann with SeeAnnSELL.com. Welcome back for the second episode of See and Sell, which is what I've decided to entitle these weekly reselling vlogs, eBay, Amazon, all that stuff into one video. I just loaded the first one up and I'm getting really good comments, so yay. And what's funny is the whole time I was filming last week, I was like, what should I call this? Reality reseller? Blah, blah. And then so I put it up. I didn't really have a title. And then last night, in the middle of the night, I woke up and was like, SeeAnnSELL, which is what I thought if I ever started a second channel, or now a third channel, because I have a second channel, for reselling, I would call it SeeAnnSELL. But I'm not going to do that. So I was like, I can now see where some paint did not get done down here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I thought I can use the SeeAnnSELL as the title of this series. So the last 2 days have been absolute insanity. It's Wednesday now. I haven't really done much with eBay because during the week, what is on down here? And what is all over my fireplace? Is that a shadow or dirt? I'm sorry, I am very distracted because there's a situation over here. I can't do it during the week because I'm blogging, I'm taking care of errands and appointments and stuff with the house, and it's just life. And I can only do eBay when life is quiet, so it's just the weekends. But I did just have a sale that I came out here to get. I was just at Sam's Club. I got some tape, really good deal on tape. I'll show you. Yeah, so that's my update for now. Let me know what you think of the SeeAnnSELL, because I know I have SeeAnnSave, my blog, and the name of this channel. SeeAnn at WDW, my second channel, and SeeAnnSELL as the name of this video series. What else could we see and do? See and poop? No. See and take a nap? No. I think these three things are good. See and poop. As Oprah says, isn't a good poop so satisfying? Why are we so ashamed of pooping? I'm a big fan of pooping. Not in public though, only at home. If you're out in public, you should try to go home to poop and not do it in public. And I'm going to show you the situation with my fireplace because something has happened here. And I'm hoping it's shadow, but I think the paint is messed up. Excuse me. Okay, crisis averted. Can you see the discoloration? It's the shadow. It's the shadow of the product. It was driving me nuts. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Okay, I just got back from Sam's Club. I needed tape. I didn't realize that the tape was on special this month, actually through the 18th. So these big 6-packs of Scotch shipping tape, which is the best tape we've ever had. It's high quality, so you don't have to use as much of it. And these rolls last a really long time, is normally $18 and I don't know, $18 and change, almost 19 bucks for one of these. They are having the instant savings on these, taking off $6.50. So after the instant savings, it brought the price of these down to $11 and change, which is awesome. You can get 5 of these per membership. So if you are a Sam's Club member, like I said, it's through the 18th that you can get this. So I'm going to go back and get 3 more because that will keep us stocked up for quite a long time. So Sam's Club members, this is where I get my packing tape, my bubble wrap, and then I get some of those envelopes up there. So I found the best deals on bubble wrap and tape to definitely be at Sam's Club. And by the way, they are offering a 50% off membership right now. I will link that below if you're interested. If you have a Sam's Club in your area, but you weren't sure about it, they're doing a 50% off deal right now. Normally a membership's $45, so nice savings on a membership. And then you can get tape like this. Only one sale thus far today. This is the International Santa Claus collection. And this is the Santa one, Old Nick from Belgium. I got this at a random garage sale I stopped at. It was $1 and it just sold on sale for $14.99 buyer's paid shipping. And I think it'll go priority in a little 6 by 7 by 7 inch box right here. And I did order some more. So, print my label, print my packing slip. Here we go. I brought my old scale down here, so I have this now. So, I'll see what the weight is on it. I do weigh things before I list them, but then, you know, I forget, obviously, when the thing sells what it was at. Oh, this was under a pound. Okay. It's going to go first class then. So I need to find a different box. So anyway, print the label here, ship it over there. Ah, so efficient. And I did look at office chairs at Sam's Club, but they were super expensive, although they're really nice. But I'm going to look for something else. I know I can get one for around 50 bucks somewhere at one of the sales. Staples has sales all the time. So, because this is just not very, it's not very conducive to working. I want to be able to slide from here to there. And I can't really. I guess I could rock. I could rock backwards. I don't think that would work. Anyway. I'm still working at getting my working space ready here, but you can see I have my old printer down here, and then I brought down my cards. I put the thank you cards in every shipment. I order those from Vistaprint, and then if it's a woman, I put in a SeeAnnSELL magnet, just because I usually think men probably wouldn't be interested in that, but maybe a woman would be, and they're, you know, they're a little more expensive. I just don't want to throw them around willy-nilly. Anyway, so after the packing slip prints here, then I've got my cards right there ready to roll. Hey guys, it's Thursday. Oh my gosh, I've already been out and about today. I was going to film more, but camera was acting up. So first I went to Staples because I wanted to get these storage cabinets they had in the ad. Of course they didn't have them because that is how my Staples works. I tell you what. So anyway, then I came over to Goodwill. All the Goodwills in my area are 50% off today, so I popped into the one closest to me, and then I'm going to go home, have to do some other work, and then I'm going to go to the second one in my town, because I kind of wanted to film, you know, in there, but maybe by the time I go to the other one, my camera will be working. Anyway, I was only in there for 30 minutes. I focused only on the coats. Excuse me. Let me just belch on camera. See, and burp. I only focused on the coats, jackets, and then some of the large, tall men's clothing. Because my new rule, I'm trying, doesn't always work, but I look at something and think, can I list that for at least 25? At least start it at 25. And if I can't, I pass it by. So like t-shirts and smaller things that'd be like $10 or so. I passed by. So I just was able to do that pretty quick just by focusing on those items. So I got 2 bags worth. What's funny is she rang everything up at $4.25, which is like the shirt price. She didn't run stuff up as the jackets. I wasn't going to say anything, so I don't think it really matters. I think jackets, see, this is the other thing. The pricing is so weird, and it's how they put the tags on that the cashiers know what to charge, and, you know, I couldn't keep it all straight. So everything rang up at $4.25, and then it was half off that. So my total with tax was $25.60 some. So I'm going to wash everything. I had tried an experiment where I didn't wash stuff, and I was just so grossed out. I was like, no, I'm washing it. So I'm going to take this stuff home and do some work, and then head out to the second Goodwill later today. I don't know if you can see the Plato's Closet over there. I've never been in those, but I do want to tell you that it's like a consignment store, but they pay you when you bring stuff in, and they focus on teens and young adults. So they're looking for trendy brand name clothing for young people that's been within the last, I think, 2 years. So if you have teens or you're at a garage sale and you can find clothes, you know, from the good brand names, super cheap, Plato's Closet might be an option for you. I'll leave their website below. You can see if you have one in your area. I'd say go check them out. Get the list of what they take, because they'll tell you exactly what brands they're looking for. And it might be a way for you to make a little extra money without having to go through the process of eBay or, you know, dealing with anybody. You can find stuff cheap, take it in there, get cash. Or like I said, if you've already got your own kiddos that are outgrowing stuff, you can take their clothes in there and get cash on the spot for it. So I'll link them below if you want to go learn more about them. Okay guys, it is now after lunch. It's 1:20 and I'm here at Goodwill. Can you see it? Goodwill. The second Goodwill. The first Goodwill I went to this morning is actually the new store. But when they were building it, they had moved from an old yucky location, and they were supposed to build a brand new building, and at the last minute that fell through. So they just renovated a space that already existed. I think back in the day it used to be a Michael's, like 20 years ago, Michael's, or an Earl May or something weird, and it's super, super, super small. This one is a super old store, so it's kind of, but it's a lot bigger, so you can get around a lot more. So hopefully there is a cart available, because that's always the issue at this store. They have like 3 carts. But anyway, there is another Goodwill about 30 minutes from me that I love. It's my favorite one to go to find stuff to sell. But it's 30 minutes away, so that's an hour round trip driving, plus the time I would spend there. And it's a weekday. I've got other work I've got to do, and my dad's not feeling that great today, so I don't want to be gone for that long. So just making do with the 2 Goodwills. So good and go in here, see what I can find. Yeah, I got a cart. I don't know if your Goodwills do this, but mine sell a lot of new goods. It's like new goods and furniture aren't included in the half off sale, but everything else is. So go through the coats, see what I can find. Well, I went through all the coats and jackets. I didn't find much. So much of it is just trashed. It's stained, ripped, really, really bad condition stuff. So, or it was just yucky brand names like Faded Glory. So I'll keep looking. I always check the sweatshirt rack because they put a lot of times coats in here. So I'm actually finding some things in here. So definitely worth looking around. Also like the blazer section. My store separates the blazers. So I just try to look anywhere where they might have stuck a coat or a jacket to go through to find more. But I'm finding so much like old Faded Glory, Old Navy, and anything I am finding that's good. It's like stained, terrible, or ripped. So yeah, well, you gotta run through it all, see what you can find. All right, I spent $28 in there. I'll show you what I got once I get home, get everything washed. Talk about slim pickings. Although, I mean, they have a ton of inventory, but man, it was Faded Glory, Old Navy, JCPenney, and Sears brands, and stuff was just trash. I saw so much. The good brands I did find, stained, and I mean not stains that are going to come out in the wash, but I'm talking about stains, rips, and oh, they're going to have a dollar sale to get rid of this stuff. I guess this is what they're getting in right now, but yeah, I didn't get too much today compared to what I normally get, but you know, I spent what, 50, 60 bucks, so I got enough, trying to get quality. So I did so well in there. I think I have time to run to Kohl's and get Papa some new clothes maybe before I go home and get to washing. You haven't missed any eBay sales. I just haven't had any. It's super slow. But you know, the weekends is when I'm able to list, when I have more time. So listing more usually generates some sales because it draws new people in to look at your stuff and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, yeah. Now go to Kohl's and then home, get the washing machine running. I know people are going to comment, why do you wash the clothes? First of all, there are several clothes in here that are like, they have hair on them and they're just gross. And I personally just do not like handling clothes that have not been washed. And I don't want to send them to customers that way. I know other people don't wash and they, you know, will lint roll it or Febreze it or stick it outside for a while, and that's fine. It's actually more about me touching the stuff because I'm just like grossed out. And when it's been through a thrift store like this, you just don't know where it's been. You know, people have it in their closets and then their cars, and then it gets to the distribution center and then they're sorting it, putting it on trucks, taking it to their place. So, you know, it's moved around a lot. By the time it gets here, it just can, if nothing else, it has that thrift store smell. So I like to get that out. So that is just how I do it. It is now Friday, and one sad little sale. This pack of VHS tape thingy-mabobs, I don't know what they do. Anyway, I picked it up at an estate sale, I think, for maybe a quarter. I can't even remember. Not much. It sold for $9.99. Buyer's going to pay shipping, and I will ship it via first class. Probably like in this poly bulk mailer. I get those at Sam's Club. Finished washing all of the clothes, excuse me, that I got at Sam's Club yesterday, so I will go ahead and I will haul these for you so you can see what I picked up. Okay, I'm going to haul the clothes now. Sorry, the light's a little wonky. I think you'll get the idea. Between 2 Goodwills, I spent $54. Seriously. There's like a giant beam on my head. $54, and I got 23 pieces. So that makes everything like $2.35 or $2.40 or something. I just did the math and I've already forgotten. Whatever, let's get to the haul. I'm over here, by the way. Okay, first I got this shirt. It is a Saddle King Western. It's vintage, that's why I got it. And it's a 2XL long. So, nice, thick, got the pearl snaps on it. Yeah, remember I was trying to look for things that I could charge at least $25 for. So, I will look up, and I will look up every piece of clothing individually to see the brand, the sizing, the style, to see what the going rate is. This is another 2XL tall. Talls are always good for the men and women. They're hard to find. This is Gander Mountain, but this is, again, a super thick flannel type shirt, and it's the tall. So sometimes, I mean, I've heard of this brand. I think I see the TV commercials. But when it comes to men's tall, it's such a hard size to find that I will get it even if I'm not sure about the brand. This is Access, a Liz Claiborne company. It is a women's large stretch denim jacket. These are especially popular because I have a little bit of spandex or lycra spandex in them. You know, they'll always be marked maybe with a little bit of stretch, and check the fabric. When I list clothing, I always list the fabric. So like this is 99% cotton, 1% spandex. So I will put that in so women know there's a bit of stretch. I also give the chest measurements across the chest. So just underarm to underarm. I give the length under the collar to the hem, and then the sleeve length from the seam to the cuff. I do have a book all about making money selling clothing on eBay. I'll link that below where I go over my whole process. I also have some other videos up here on the channel about clothing, but the book covers everything. This is a Columbia men's. It's a medium, which I usually like to stick to the larger sizes, but it is a Columbia. It's just a lined fleece nylon jacket. This is a Cabela's men's shirt, and it is a size 5XL. So 5 extra large. XXXXX large. So the big guy sizes can sell well. Again, they're hard to find. Usually they're not carried in stores, so people go online to look for the larges, you know, the bigger sizes and talls. So this is a 4 extra tall Bill's khakis. Again, I don't know the brand, but it's denim. It's light denim shirt. It's a 4 extra large and a tall. Then I picked up this LL Bean. I think this, oh, this is again extra large tall, and it's a men's kind of like a khaki denim shirt. LL Bean's a great brand. This is a vintage. These are great if you find them. K-Tech. Any kind of these vintage nylon, and you know it's vintage because it says it's not made in China. This one's made in Pakistan, so it is a little newer, but if you find made in the USA, those are the best ones to get. But this is like a Letterman's nylon jacket. It's a size extra large, so I'll probably start this type of thing at $40. I don't know anything about football. Eagles, but it's NFL. It is a size, it's 2XL. It's the Eagles, and it's McNabb. I don't know who that is, but whatever. I don't do that great on jerseys and stuff. I mean, a Michael Jordan jersey is great, and they have to be super popular players, but if I find stuff like that cheap and it's in great shape, why not pick it up? This is a women's medium Columbia jacket. This is the Challenge series. See that? Thing with Columbia that you want to look for is if there's a hood. The hood is missing on this one, but I did go ahead and pick it up and see where the snaps are, where the hood should be. So you definitely want to disclose that in your listing. They will sell without the hoods, but you just want to make sure that you are letting people know hood is not included. They're almost always missing when I find them secondhand because people rip them off and then they get separated when they get donated. This is another K-Tech, one of these nylon coats. Kind of has the fuzzy feeling lining, and then the nylon and the snaps. People like these. A lot of times I will find them, but they're already embroidered with weird company names, like local companies. But to find them unembroidered is great, and somebody will probably buy this and embroider it. This is a Old Navy. Now in Old Navy, I'm careful about what I get, but I will get the coats and jackets in the larger sizes or unique style. I got this because it was pink. It is a large, but it is a pink denim coat, and it has a pretty lining here. So this is the type of thing. Again, this is something I would start at like $25 with the buyer paying shipping. So got that. Another pink item. This is a Chico's corduroy jacket. Chico's is a specialty women's store, and they have their own sizing. So this is a size 2, which I believe is their version of a medium, but I will double check it. But this is a corduroy jacket in pink, and it has the 2% spandex, so it has its own bit of stretch, which you can actually feel. So that this is another one I'll probably do $20 or $25 or $30 on this. This is a Chicago Blackhawks starter jacket, the hockey team. Super nice find. This is a size extra large. Doesn't have a hood, but it had, it doesn't have its hood. This was a zippered hood, but the hood is missing. But again, these sell without the hoods, but you just want to look and disclose that. Like the other one had snaps, this one has zippers. So that was a very nice find. This is in super, super good condition. I actually did get a Chicago Bears one as well, but when we got it home, we found out the sleeve, I missed it completely. The sleeve was trashed. A lot of what I was finding yesterday was just trashed clothing, rips, stains, really bad. I try to look it over, but sometimes you miss it. This is a Columbia women's medium. Again, I usually am not that big of a fan of the medium sizes, but Columbia is a really good brand. This is a Bugaboo. I don't know if maybe this was a liner piece. You know, with Columbia, a lot of times they're like 2 layers. This has a zipper and then buttons. So this may be a liner to another coat. I'll have to do a little research and look. But again, this will sell because you can wear it on its own. I just want to do the research and make sure that you're accurately describing stuff. If it doesn't have a hood, if this was meant to go with something else, the stuff will still sell as long as you describe it accurately. I found this Coldwater Creek extra large that just fell on the floor. This is a nylon, acrylic, and wool sweater coat jacket thing. Coldwater Creek, I think they just went bankrupt, but they were more of a pricier women's specialty clothing. This is an extra large. It is red. It's, you know, a jacket type. Coldwater Creek is still a good brand. It still does sell. An Eddie Bauer denim. No, I'm sorry, linen. It looks like denim, doesn't it? Feels like denim, but it's linen. This is an extra large. This is a woman's. Got a hood. Got a jackety thing there. Normally I avoid linen because it wrinkles like no tomorrow, but that one is in good shape. I've never picked up camo before, so if you guys have any tips and tricks on camo, I got this because it was in great condition. Embroidered US Navy. It is a men's. It just gives the measurements of, oh, it's medium, I'm sorry, medium regular, and then it gives the measurements. So, I don't know, thought I'd pick it up since I was struggling to find anything good there. If something caught my eye and it was in good shape, I was going to go for it. Again, here's an Old Navy. This is a heavy fleece coat. It's got the short sleeve, the elbow sleeves on it, and it's an extra large, so that's why I went with this. I wouldn't pick up a normal Old Navy fleece, but again, this one's more like a coat. It's got the unique sleeve. It's a larger size. This is an Eddie Bauer. This is a men's XXL. It is a black corduroy coat jacket, lined, so it's a heavier, this is more of a coat other than a jacket. This I just got Tommy Hilfiger doesn't sell that great, and this doesn't have a logo on it or anything, but it is Tommy Hilfiger, and it's a 3XL. So I decided to pick this up. Then I have this J. Crew. Now this is a petite medium. Again, not a size I would normally pick up, but I did because it was J. Crew. It's brown corduroy. It's got a nice lining on it. Blazer jacket. And then the last piece I got is red cap, made in the USA. This like work vest type thing. But anytime I find clothes with kind of these older labels, made in the USA, I will go ahead and pick them up. This is polyester cotton blend, made in the USA, dry clean or light soil only, large regular. So yeah, we'll see what that does. So that is my Goodwill clothing haul. It is Saturday, estate sale Saturday. There are 2 of them today. Of course, I go on half off day. Look at the craziness here. It's on a boulevard, so there's this thing of grass in the middle, and there's parking is horrible. But I was able to park on this side straight across from it. So I always try to get as close to the house as I possibly can so that I don't have to haul things too far in case I buy a lot. So let's go in and see what they have. I always bring my bag of bags to shop with. Makes it easier. Got a lot shoved in there. So let's hope I can find something to put them in. He's cute. Oh my gosh. I hate being sweaty and dirty, and when you do this, you get sweaty and dirty. Oh my gosh, that house was packed full of people. It's on a super busy intersection, and it's a popular street, so they're getting a lot of traffic. Okay, rant. I'm gonna rant. I know if you don't like the rant, skip over this, because I have a right to rant on my channel if I want to, but if you don't like it, don't listen. Okay. People who bring their small children to these sales. Now, these are people who are just nosing around, you know, they're not really, you know, they're just looking around, and they have like 3, 4 small children who they are not watching, who are running all over the place. Safety, I mean, it's annoying, yes, but safety, like, how do you not watch your kids? Like, don't bring children to estate sales. You're going through someone's entire home. It's so dangerous. Plus, they're elderly people in here who can barely walk. It's so dangerous because obviously the homes are people's personal homes. They're not, you know, handicap compliant. This was it's an older, really chopped up house, narrow stairs, and it's just amazing somebody doesn't fall and break a leg or lose a child. Anyway, okay, rant over, on to the next sale. Here's estate sale number 2. This is the newer company. She does price high, so I never go in expecting that I'm going to get too much, but maybe she'll have some CDs or something. There were no books at the last sale. That's what I was really hoping for, were books and CDs for Amazon, of course, but I spent $32.25 at the last sale, so I'll haul it for you when I get home. So time to go this one. House is packed full and people everywhere. Oh. This is the line to pay. Oy, I want that, but it's too much. And I want that, but it's too much. Prices are super high here. Okay. Reseller reality. I'm a freaking mess. Here comes another rant. So if you don't like rants, skip on by. Okay, first of all, that house is packed. I only got a couple shots of it, but every single room was stuffed. And it's a small house. The basement packed. She prices about 4 times too high for what I have to spend to make a profit. So even half off, a lot of stuff is still too high. Like there was flatware in there, she had 75. It would have been 30 something. That was still too high for that set. And she had another bag, she had $50 on it. It would have been 25, but it was still too much for that set. Every little inch, every little piece of that house is priced individually, and I never understand that. Like, why not just bag stuff up? And she already said she's going to be here next week, and that's usually when she does 75% off or fill a bag. I'm like, why don't you just fill a bag now and be done with it? Because, oh, and the other thing, there was an entire room of fabric. Whoever lived here sewed. I mean, there was sewing stuff everywhere. Jen, Pudgy Pigger, if you're watching, you would have like passed out in this house. It would have made you so happy. But they were measuring the fabric out to price it. Like, come on, this isn't a fabric store. It's a sale. Get rid of it. So yeah, that house is packed full. I don't even know why I bothered standing in line. I was standing in line for a good 20 minutes. They have one checkout. She uses a cash register. It's just, yikes. It is a tiny, tiny house. But if it were me, I would have like set up in the garage or something to check out. But that's just me. It's not my business. Anyway, so she's going to have it next Saturday, which means, and she was telling people, oh, we'll be here next Saturday and stuff will be really, really cheap. Like, why don't you make it really, really cheap now? So anyway, there was stuff that, like, if it was a fill-a-bag, I would get, but I spent $13.25 on just some random little stuff. Again, I probably could have waited till next week if she's going to do a fill-a-bag. But once you get in line, you kind of commit to it. You're like, okay, I'm already standing here in line. I'm sweaty. I'm dirty. I'm annoyed. I might as well just stand here. And the guy behind me was just like all up in my butt. You know, he just, no boundaries. Like, he just had no boundaries. This is the kind of sale that when I go to my doctor, she would be like, you should not go to these sales. They're too crowded. You're around all these people. It's not safe for me because I have no immune system. But you gotta do what you gotta do. This is how I make my living. Well, I do other things to make a living too, but this is extra money. I want extra money. Okay, anyway, yeah. This is another thing. Here, there's a lady goes with her tiny little kid. Then the other thing is couples who have to be glued together. Like, it's great you have a wonderful relationship and you have to be glued together, but why doesn't one of you stand in line and the other one go outside? Or, oh, here's my other thing that annoys me. People who come here to chat. They go down, you know, there's some walking around, they see somebody, they know, hey, let's stand here and clog up the hall, stand in the doorway, block everyone off while we talk. This is not social hour, people. It is an estate sale. Out of my way. Okay. I think that's all I had to rant about. So now, yeah, I colored my hair last night. I just look like a crazy person. Okay, I'm going to go home and I am going to get cleaned up because I feel disgusting. It's just sweaty because you're like in a crowded, you know, house, and I don't even know if they had the air on. Yeah, no, they didn't have the air on. There's a window open. Great. Like, put the air on. There's like 100 people in your house. Put some air on. Well, that's part of what this is. You're just looking real hot mess here. Okay, guys, I'm going to go home, unload, and I will show you everything that I got. Papa, want to come help? Want to come help me film a video?
What?
You want to help me film my video?
Yeah.
Okay, because you didn't go with me today, so you're seeing all this for the first time.
Yeah.
I spent $44.50 on all this. And I know how much you love flatware. Got this set, which is silver plate. Nice. Got the certificates. The case is a mess, but the flatware's in good shape. Might actually just take, well, we'll see. Then got this one. Kind of dinged up, some of these, but we'll just take those out.
Yeah.
Okay, then I got these. These are Boy Scout mugs. You want to hold them up there. So I got one of those from Galena. These are dirty. They need to be cleaned. Winnebago. Then Philmont Scout Ranch, New Mexico. And what's that? Koshar Indian Kiva?
I don't know.
La Quinta, Colorado. Okay. Then we got, you want to keep this doll, don't you? Aw, her pretty doll. Precious Moments. I just got her because she was in good shape with the tags clean. Then this, he was just so cute and clean. And he has a tag with a name on him, or brand name. It's definitely vintage.
Kelly toy.
Okay. Well, maybe somebody had a yellow bunny Kelly toy as a child and they need to replace it. Okay, this is a child's cup and saucer set. I think made in Japan.
Yep, China.
Oh, was it? Ah. looking on this side, and I thought, oh, well, I'll look it up, see what they say. Ripped off. That's not vintage. This is, what's the bottom say?
It's fine bone china. Roy Kirkham, England, 2006.
It's like a jumbo teacup.
Yeah.
Then I just got some miscellaneous stuff because they had stuff in bags. Got these little books. They're all the same though, you said, right? Yeah, Pound Puppy.
Yeah.
Or except that one. Then little what's under it?
They're all little.
Oh, little games. Yeah. But they're, you know, new in the package like that. These Energizer Bunny pens. These are just random magnets and just stuff. Iowa Hawkeye button. Then a bunch of blank movie tapes, except for this one here. Or there's two of them here that are actual videos. Fievel Goes West and the Bible with Charlton Heston. I'm so mad about that. I thought that was vintage. Oh, dang it. Okay. This is a vintage Hallmark recipe binder folder. I bet I can get 25 for that. Haviland. Little dish.
Yeah.
Always does well.
France.
A John Deere plate cover. Back in the day, Dad, you would have had to keep this for yourself with your John Deere collection, right?
Yeah.
And then some CDs. I don't know. This is a dirty one. Jazz collection. And then these are new, sealed. So I'll just save them for my next FBA shipment. So that's everything. It was hard work going by myself. Maybe next week, if she's having a fill-a-bag, you'll go with me. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, that's today's haul. Now clean it up and get it listed, right? Right. Where's Lucy?
Right here.
Lucy.
Where's the tired girl?
Oh, her tired girl. You gonna do any work today? Or you gonna take the day off? You gonna take the day off? A good girl. So it's now Saturday afternoon. I laid down for a while. I didn't sleep, but I was just tired. I need to rest. And of course I wake up, not to an eBay sale, but to a message that I shipped out the wrong item. Someone bought this and I sent them the Santa one, and that is because when it came through, I just looked at the title. It was like the International Santa Claus. I was like, oh, that's the Santa, forgetting that I also had this one. So I asked if they just wanted a refund or if they wanted me to send them the item. They wanted the item, so now I will ship this to them. So it was a $14.99 sale, so I don't have to refund the money. I paid $1 each for these, and I'm having to pay the shipping, which was like $3.50 on each. So doesn't end up being too much of a money maker, but it was my mistake, so I need to correct it. And yes, here's still the inventory. I need to take these clothes upstairs. I need to iron these 2 shirts. I'll take them upstairs so I can list them. And then, like what I do here, is I go over here and I get a box. I think it fits perfectly in these small cardboard ones. So here we go. Boop, and here it can be shipped. I look a fright, I know. After I came home from the estate sales, I took a shower because it was just, I was sweaty and gross, and I wanted to get the estate sale off me, so I don't have any makeup or anything on. But this is what I'm feeling today, is I'm feeling like I need a man. Because the physicality of doing this job is so hard. Carrying things and hauling them around, and you know, if you were doing this by yourself, whether you're a man or a woman, but when you're doing this by yourself, it's hard. The physicality of it is hard. Not having any help to even like hold things, or normally if my dad was with me, he could at least hold things for me, but he hasn't been feeling up to going lately. But I told him, you know, he didn't really want to today, but I was like, if you can go with me, it would be great, because I could just use you to like watch stuff, hold stuff, which I know sounds terrible, but I just need, it's so hard to do by yourself. Yeah. I was almost thankful today that they didn't have any books, because I was thinking, I mean, I woke up and I wasn't feeling that great anyway. I wasn't like, yay, estate sale time, which I usually am, so I'm just having kind of a day. but I was like, oh God, I'm gonna go to this sale, and I loaded the cart in my car in case there were any books, and I got there and I was like, there weren't any, and I was almost grateful because I just didn't want to have to haul them all. But even, you know, standing in line for ages at the first sale, I had to stand in line forever. They have a great setup. They have 2 people checking out, but it's just the 2 people ahead of me were like lottie-lottie-dalin and taking so long. There were tons of people behind me, and I had to hold everything and wait. And then the second sale was in that tiny little room with all those people just standing there, and it's just, ugh, I just hate it. I just hate it. It's just one of those days. But anyway, yeah, I'm tired. I have a refund to do, or another order to send, because I made a mistake, and no sales to report. So that's always the way. When sales are slow or non-existent, that's when you're like, you get a refund or you get a return or something. It's just so typical, but it's my fault, so I can't be mad about it. And it's a small item. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just like, really? No sales? And then the only thing that comes through is I made a mistake. So typical. It's just the joy of selling online. This is the reality of it, you know? Okay. Off to go deal with the inventory I got today. Hopefully resting a little. I can do some listing tonight because I really need to get some stuff listed because I am definitely got a bit of a backlog here now. So here is my wild Saturday night. I'm listing on eBay. I just took photos of this whole pile of clothing. What I do is I have a hook here on my wall. I just pull the table out, and then I can hang clothes up against the white wall and photograph them there. Got a bunch of Bibles out because that'll be the next project. Taking these books downstairs because I'm saving them up for lots. I have flatware to list and bags to list and stuff that I got today and stuff that I already had, but hopefully I can get this pile of clothes done tonight. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I got all of those clothes listed except for this shirt, just because I want to do a little bit more research on it, and I was blazing through the other clothes. So yeah, happy to have that done, and it is now time for bed. It is now Sunday, and I'm working on getting Bibles listed. I've already done a few here, but what's funny is within a few minutes of selling this one, it's sold. And I only had it at $9.99 because I don't see anything like super special about it. So anyway, I either got it for free or fill a bag or a quarter. You know, I don't pay much for Bibles. So it sold for $9.99 buyers paying shipping. Put it in a little poly bag and send it off. I think that's the fastest sale I have ever had. Literally just a few minutes after listing it. So I have these, and then I have that pile over there. But once I sit down and start doing the photos and the listings, it goes pretty darn fast. So it's Sunday evening now. I managed to get everything in this basket listed. And then I have photos of these items, and that's all I'm going to be able to do for today. I didn't stay in here all day. I was doing other things in the house, but I am happy that I was able to get all those Bibles done because they've been sitting around for a while, and there's one in there that's, I priced it at $100 and a few for $25. So I'm glad to get those done. And I have these pictures now. They're ready. So maybe this week, you know, if I have time here and there, I can get these listed. We'll see. Like I've said before, weekends are really my eBay time. During the week, I just have so many other things to do, and it's just really hard to do it. And this coming week is no exception. I have 3 different days where we have appointments and my regular work, my blog, and all that kind of stuff. So at least I have the photos. And like I said, I might be able to eke a bit out in this coming week. So I did have a sale come through. So I'm going to head on down to my inventory room to get that. All right, let us go over to the Christmas area of the inventory, and I can see right here, this is what sold. This is a set of Rudolph ornaments, and I got them in a random garage sale. I know I paid $5 for them, and they sold on sale for $29.99. Buyers paid shipping, and I think these will slide nicely into one of the rectangular priority mail boxes. Maybe. I think they will. So we'll see if it'll go in one of those. Back down in the basement again. Just had another sale. Listing seems to trigger sales because it brings people to your other listings. Like I share my listings on Twitter and Pinterest after they go live. And, you know, then people might come to your store and they find other things. So this St. Louis Cardinals nylon jacket, I got at Goodwill for under $3, and it just sold on sale for $18.74. Buyer paid shipping. It's going to go via first class. So I will probably just put it in one of these gusseted bubble mailers because it's a large size. It's actually kind of big. It is a Monday morning, and so far I've had one sale. This vintage men's hat. It is a Godfather designer collection made in the USA. It sold on sale for $18.74, and buyer paid shipping. It's going to go priority in the nice big priority box. I love to pick up these hats. They tend to be slow sellers. I've had this one since we get summer. I only get them if they are in very, very good shape. If they're cheap, I don't like to pay $1 or $2 because they're bulky, you know, they take up a lot of room. And like I said, they are slow sellers, but when they do sell, you know, it's not a bad profit on them. They are easy to list. Just take pictures from all sides, take the picture of the inside and all of the information on the measurement. Some people will message you and want you to like get a tape measure out and measure for them, which is annoying, which is why I only get the ones that have the size in them. And they sometimes can be difficult to ship. This one does fit perfectly in the big box, but you just have to be aware of that if you are going to pick these up, that you might have to hold on to them for a while, and you might have to find a little bit of a bigger box, but they're fun pickups when I can find them in great shape and super cheap. So I took my dad to a doctor's appointment this morning, and afterwards went to the consignment store to drop a bag off. And I also looked in their clearance section, and I was able to get, what did I get? 4 shirts for $9.95 with tax. So I'm going to show you the ones I picked up. I think everything I got was 80% off, if I'm not mistaken. You have to tell by the tag, like if today's the 14th, so if it was 6/14, it's 40%. If it's 7/14, it was 80, 6/14, 50. I don't know. This is just what I got. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren XXL polo shirt. They originally had $8.99 on it. I guess if you divide the almost $10 I spent by 4, I paid about $2.50 each for these shirts. This is a Tommy Bahama XXL. I had my eye on that last week, but I wanted to wait till it went on cheaper because I want my profit margin to be nice and big. Another Polo Ralph Lauren XXL shirt. That one. And then this. I try to stay away from dress shirts when possible because the ironing if they need them, but this one was very nice, and it is another Tommy Hilfiger extra large and looked in super good shape, nice yellow, so I decided to pick that up as well. It's now Monday night and just sold this Peanuts plate, Christmas 1972. It sold on sale for $11.24. I got a pile of these, like they were all taped together at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. I think I paid $4 for like 6 of them, I think, different holidays. And this is the first one to sell. They definitely are not that desirable, but I like to pick up Peanuts things when you find them. And I want to say that they're not desirable mainly because they're dated. You know, I think if they were just plain Peanuts, and even if it just said Christmas, it'd be fine. But because it's dated stuff can be challenging. You're really either looking for, well, you are really only looking for a collector who's trying to complete a collection. So, you know, if somebody else has these plates and now they want 1972, or somebody who collects everything Peanuts Christmas but has maybe an extensive collection. Because, like, I collect Peanuts Christmas, but I wouldn't buy this for myself. So anyway, buyer paid shipping, of course, it's going to go in a priority mail box. And look what we have here. It's a new chair that needs to be put together. And one of these, I went to Staples before I went to Goodwill the other day, and I saw this. I went in for other ones that were like this, that were on rollers, that were in the ad, and they didn't have them. But then I saw this one, which I really like, and I'm going to put it over here. and I saw this chair, and I was like, oh gosh, I can't fit this kind of stuff very well in my little Honda Accord, especially when I'm by myself. So I went home and I looked online, and they had free shipping. So I was able to get this delivered to my house for free, this delivered to my house for free, and this chair was $20 less online than it was in the store. So had both of these items delivered to my house for free, saved 20 bucks on the chair, and because I was able to shop through Ebates, I got cash back on the order. So win-win for that one. So yeah, I think my papa is going to put that together for me tomorrow. And this is why it's dangerous to sell dated items. I grabbed the wrong one. This is the plate that's sold, 1976. Anyway, glad I double checked that and got the right one, because I don't need to be sending out another wrong order this week. Already did that once. That's enough. So got the right one. Time to package it, put in for carrier pickup for the morning, so it will be ready to go first thing when the mail carrier arrives. So it is now Tuesday, and I've had one whopping sale overnight. This Pioneer seed corn hat, which I probably got for 50 cents, sold on sale for $14.24. It's going first class, going in the little box we already have on hand. So that is going to wrap it up for the week. If you guys are liking these weekly eBay videos, please be sure to give this one a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Remember that I have an entire playlist here on YouTube of all my eBay and Amazon videos. That is linked below. And I've also written 9 eBay books. The links to those books are below as well. If you do have questions or whatnot about eBay, you can leave them in the comments below, and maybe I'll do like a Q&A segment next week. But otherwise, most of the answers can be found in the other videos or in my books. So that is it for this time. I will see you guys next Wednesday for another SeeAnnSELL episode. Till then, bye.